Hello, this video is a live demonstration of a program that I made for my algorithm and programming final project. And what I've made here is an NBA Analytics web app, sorry. And this web app is run on Streamlit. And when you first open it, you'll be greeted by the homepage, where you can see a brief description on what the application is. Next, on the left here on the sidebar, you'll be able to switch pages, as well as look at my data sources. Now let's hop onto the player stats page. So the first thing you'll see on the player stats page is a table containing the live stats of every player in the NBA for the current season. Now you can filter this table based on teams and based on positions, as well as based on a stat of your choice. Let's say you want to look at the scoring leader. You choose the points stat. And as you can see here, the scoring leader will be displayed on top. And Luka Doncic is the scoring leader with a points per game of about 33 points per game, 33.8 points per game. Now, let's say you only want to look at players from Golden State and Boston. Just select Golden State. And Boston. Oops. There you go. And you only want to see players who are either point guard or shooting guard. So as you can see here, the table only shows players from Golden State and Boston, and players who are only a point guard or a shooting guard. And it's filtered again based on points. And for this set of players, Stephen Curry is the scoring leader. Next, on the next section of the player stats page, there's an in-depth analysis of a player of your choice. Let's say you want to look at an in-depth analysis of Luka Doncic. So it'll only show Luka Doncic's stats and his probability of winning MVP, which is 27.5%, and if he has a chance to be an All-Star or not this season. And to calculate this, both the probability of winning MVP and if he has a chance to be an All-Star, I used machine learning models. Now on the bottom here, there's a scatter graph of the player that you choose with the rest of the league. And what's fun about this scatter graph is that you can choose the x-axis stat and the y-axis stat. And this allows for very fun visualizations of statistics. And so you can see like relationships between, let's say, points and assists and how well a player does. So let's say we choose points as well as assists. Right? Points for the x-axis and assists for the y-axis. So on this scatter graph, the higher up you are, the more you pass to your teammates, and the more to the right you are, the more you score. So if you're a player who both scores and assists a lot, you'll be around the top right. So you can see your Trae Young, who scores and assists a lot with 27 points per game and 9.8 assists. James Harden, as well as the player that you choose, which is Luka Doncic, will be highlighted yellow on the graph. And he scores 33 points per game and assists 8.8. And that puts him around the top right. Next, you'll be able to see the top 10 MVP ladder tracker, which I calculated using a random forest regression machine learning model. And then you can compare these top 10 candidates using a stat of your choice. Let's say you want to compare their free throws. Then you can compare their stats using a bar chart. Now down here, there's a scatter graph that compares a player, one of the top 10 candidates of your choice, with past season MVPs. And the graph here is the same scatter graph that you can see above. So let's say I want to select Joel Embiid, compare him to the past season MVPs. I want to compare his points and rebounds. So put points in the x-axis and rebounds on the y-axis. So in this graph, the more to the right you are, the more you score, and the higher up you are, the more you rebound. So here you can see all the way on the top right is NBA legend Will Chamberlain, who's notorious for scoring and rebounding a lot. And the player of your choice, Joel Embiid, is highlighted yellow, and he scores 33 points per game, 9.8 rebounds. And here you can see all the other past season MVPs: Moses Malone, Tim Duncan, Nikola Jokic, Karl Malone, LeBron James. So now let's switch to the team stats page. So on the team stats page, you'll be able to see a live power ranking table of the current NBA teams. So you can see here Celtics is on top with a win-loss percentage of 22%, and Houston is on the bottom with a percentage of 23%. Now down here, there's a forecast for the win-loss percentage of a team of your choice. So let's say I want to see the forecast for Memphis. Here, there will be a forecast of the Memphis Grizzlies win-loss percentage for the next 1 year. And here, yeah, you can see that Memphis is predicted to be on about 70% win-loss percentage for the next 1 year. So that's about it with my program. Thank you for watching and see you next time.